My name is Tom McMasters. I am a candidate for the 10th Congressional District. I'm active duty retired in October 2009. That's what brought us here to Ohio as my last assignment. I have 5 beautiful kids. But the important part about why I'm here and in this race right now is I've always considered myself as an activist and an idealist. All right? I'm not a traditional activist where I go out and hold signs all the time and march against companies and corporations and stuff, but the more lower level activist that when I'm in a conversation, I would tell people the things that kind of made me a Democrat, which was kind of unique, or you would think was unique being active duty military. But the thing that I found with that was that once I started the conversation, you found out that there were actually a lot more same thinking people in there that just wouldn't say what they were because there was nobody else standing out to do such a thing. And so that's how I consider myself an activist. As an idealist out here, you'll see that I'm actually running right now, and I'm not taking any campaign contributions at all, because we know that we believe that our politicians can't really represent us as much as we would like them to represent our interests right here, because they have to spend so much time raising money. Now, whether people can be bought or not, I'm actually not morally against campaign contributions. I'm not out there. But right now we have this great perception that our politicians are bought or have to kowtow to the people that are given money, which is why that I am not taking campaign contribution right there. So you'll know that my wife has allowed me to go out and spend $4,000 on this campaign to see if an idealist can't get elected. I consider that as seed money, and hopefully that I can get other people here in the audience today and as I speak to actually put forth effort for my campaign, or actually one of the other idealists that are out here. Because we know that the other candidates out here do stuff that the traditional politician doesn't do. We got good bloggers out here telling what they believe we need to do in this country, as opposed to your normal professional politician. You get on their site and all it says is, we hate the other guy, send us money. We actually have Ms. Freeman and Mr. Osrati. They put good stuff out there about what they believe and where they want to take the country out there. And it'll take a little bit more work with Mr. Ryan, but you listen to his background out there, and you can see that, hey, maybe he's somebody that you should put extra work into to see what he's about. Right? And that's what I bring to you out here and what I'm campaigning on a little bit out there. I do have banners for on your car. I do ask people to write emails and stuff like that in order to help my campaign. However, without substance, being an idealist does nothing for you. All right? That's why I took and I make my website as detailed as possible about the things that I believe out there. So you go out there and you say, hey, how does Tom plan to do healthcare? I got tons and tons of stuff on healthcare. Not single payer, but it will tell you how I get to my conclusions on healthcare. What was wrong with the TARP? What can we do for the banking industry? That kind of stuff I've been blogging about, I've been writing about for years and years. Unfortunately, I haven't brought the old website all into the new website. The new website's a little prettier than the old website, but with patience on your part and understanding, you can go back in there and you can see, hey, this is a good idea, this is not a good idea, this is not a good idea, this is a good idea. I like that detail. And then you can go and you can turn to Mr. Osrati's website and see what he has to say. Doom, doom, doom. And then, point is, we have to have the country come out there with a grassroots campaign and actually run it up so that one of the idealists that are out here can actually get into Congress without the appearance of being under the influence of the big donors. All right? So I encourage everybody to go on my website, check it out, see if it's all something that, if I'm a person that would represent your views. All right? I do consider myself a fiscal conservative, so I'm for paying our bills. You know, we need to come out here and make sure our financial house is in order. That's my primary concern and my primary issue. With our financial house in order, It makes so that people can get good jobs, businesses can grow, people can pay their bills, and all that stuff. So that's the first thing that, you know, I'm out there, and that's the key thing that I put out for people. But, well, I think it's time for me to answer questions. All right? Go ahead. Oh, you get to pick. All right, go ahead.
No, I was standing up to ask people.
Oh, okay.
That lady right there.
Hi, my name is Dava. I represent Wilberforce University. And my question was, what are you going to do for the education in America if you get elected?
For the education in America, you know, that's actually a good idea. Now, I do believe, usually I'm out countering things like voucher systems. All right, I'm not a voucher system type person. I do promote the public education out there. Now, away from I wish I could go my way. Yeah, you know, other than just having a strong
How do you feel about the teachers' accountability?
Teachers' accountability?
Being
As far as
receiving merit pay?
merit pay? Well, you know, we actually have a pretty good system in most of the school districts right now, if it were implemented better, where the administrators are supposed to go in and evaluate and give good evaluations, and then like that. You know, a lot of the problem with the current system is that, just like any supervisor, they typically don't document the problems that we have. So where a poor instructor might have been poor for years and years, and then it comes out and everybody knows it, you know, the problem is that the administrator hasn't done their job to document it out there. So, you know, most of the time I talk about this, I'm countering the other arguments about why we need to go to vouchers or why the unions are bad and that kind of thing. So,
you're a registered Republican. Why are you running as a Democrat?
I was a Democrat the whole time I was active duty out there. I was a Democrat the whole time I was in New York. When I got out, I do have to say that I really consider myself, even then I consider myself an independent that participated in the Democratic Party because the Democratic Party is more open to more ideas. All right there. So even when I was active duty there, but I do have, my father was a steel worker, my father was union, I was union when I worked for UPS before I came active duty there. When I got out, I said, well, I'm an independent out here. I'm going to run for Congress against Boehner. Do I want to run in the primary against Boehner, or do I want to run in the primary against the Democratic candidate? I really, honestly, I consider both parties. They both have enough good things in them. I could call myself Republican. I can call myself a Democrat. They have enough things that I disagree with that it's hardly likely that I may not be welcome neither. You know, so to answer your question, I really consider myself an independent. If I'm elected as a Democrat, though, I will caucus with the Democrats, and then I get to hear what I think needs to be changed pretty often about the Democratic Party. But I'll be working with the leadership in the party that I get elected with.
Thank you very much.